Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Gamer. This is Time's Up with Tony. And today, a game that I didn't think I'd be getting rid of for a while. Just Cause 3. So because Light's getting it. Sold this on eBay today. Got 20 quid for it, which isn't that bad. I was quite happy with 20 quid to be fair. But unfortunately it's time is to be called on Just Cause 3. Now this was my game of the year 2015. I still stand by that. It's one of the best games I've played in a long time. The freedom, the fun, the explosions, the Easter eggs, everything about it is brilliant. There's some negatives, but mainly just fantastic. It's the first time I've ever felt compelled to do a video on how good a game is. I've never wanted to do that before this game came out. So that was around about, it would have been about the end of December I did that video, maybe the beginning of January. I then piled a lot of hours into it and got stuck on one particular bit. And that's where the game lost me. And for some reason, I put it down and never picked it up again. I haven't touched this game for about a month and a half now. I've done a bunch of Easter egg hunts and I would have thought over Easter, because Easter's coming up, it definitely wasn't over Easter. And yeah, that was it. I lost it at that point. So, what did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? What I liked about it was just the insanity. This game is insane from beginning to end. You can do what the hell you like. If you want to take over an enemy base with an aeroplane like this, you can. If you want to take an enemy base over with a rocket launcher, you can. A gun, you can. A shotgun, you can. A boat, if there's water there. You can do what the hell you like. It's brilliant in that respect of total freedom. You're free to do what you like, when you like, and how you like it. And that's what I like. That's the main thing I like about this game. It's a messing around simulator to the nth degree. If you look here, what I'm doing is just bombarding this enemy base with missiles. That is one way to do it. If I want to do it like that, I can do it like that. And that's what I like about it. Everything's stealable. You can blow up bridges. If I wanted to blow up that bridge, I could. You get grenades. You get the best things in the world, which are like mines with rockets on them. So you attach that to a car. The car will fly up in the air. Or the person will fly off into the background. It's just brilliant. There's so much fun to be had. This game is worth £20. Well, in fact, no. This game is worth £40. There's enough content in this game to keep you going for hours and hours. And I've spent probably 30, 40 hours on this game easily. And that's a lot for me. There's not many games achieve that. So, yeah, this game is worth it all day long. If you can pick this game up for 20 quid now, can guarantee you will not regret a second of it. Lots and lots of positives. The graphics I think are really good. I mean, when you're flying around, I've flown around in sunset before and just watching the sun set over the ocean as you're flying a fighter jet and then bombard a city. You just can't do that. It's just incredible. It's such a good game. Now, what's the negatives? Because there is a reason it's gone. The negative for me, and the biggest negative that was possible, is I would almost describe it as in a way, a corridor shooter. Not much happens between point A and point B. If you're going to liberate a town, can you see on the left hand side all them symbols at the moment? That's what you've got to liberate in that town to overtake it. So you've got to topple the towers, you've got to topple the statues, you've got to take over the police station. Every town's the exact same. And there's hundreds of them. Every enemy base is practically the exact same. You've got to do the exact same things. And this is where the game starts to lose me, because it gets a little bit tedious and boring. And what you end up doing is what I was saying before about the corridor aspect. You're just going from point A to point B, so you're murdering everyone, in this case, this base here. I then go to the next base and murder all them. In between there, not much happens. It's not like a game where there's lots of random stuff happening. There's the odd random thing, but not much. And that's where it kind of loses me. The world doesn't feel alive. At the end of the day, you just feel as if you're going around killing people. And that's all you're doing. There's no consequences. Your base doesn't get taken back over by the government. the government has all this power, and not one of them tries to overtake a base that you've already taken. Once you've overtaken a base, it's like, yeah, you rebels can hold that. It's not like we've got the whole army at our disposal. Oh, look, a helicopter. No, we'll not send any of them. Oh, I've got a boat. Nah, we'll not send any of them. Oh, I've got everything. I've fighter jets. Shall we send any of them? Nah. And it's just crazy. That is where it started losing me a little bit. I just don't understand why I've taken over a base and why they don't throw the full might at the army back at retaking that. Even if it was just a random event that you could choose to go to or not go to, or maybe random events where once you controlled all the ports, they then couldn't send boats. Once you controlled all the airfields, they couldn't send airplanes. I just don't understand why this didn't happen. Because if he's a dictator and evil, he wouldn't just shy away and just go, yeah, you've already taken the bases, I'm happy for that. I'm just going to leave you to it. Rico, get on with it. And that, for me, is the biggest gripe. There's a lot of bugs, like millions of bugs. There's thousands upon thousands of bugs. There is... I don't want to be too negative about it because it's not a bad game. These are all things that you can overlook because of how fun it is. Look, I just killed a guy there by throwing a barrel at his face and then exploding it. And that is fun. I like that. The map is probably the only other negative that I would go on to. It doesn't zoom in enough. I'm red colorblind. The things you have to destroy on the map are in red. I can't see it half the time. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to be destroying? I'm in this base. It's massive. And yet I can't find this one barrel I have to destroy, or one satellite dish. But it shows on the map, but I can't see the map because it's red. And that's a little bit of a problem for me. Anyway, I know other people have commented on the map before. So I know it's not just me who finds the map a little bit rubbish. On one side of the map being rubbish where you can't zoom in, but Jesus Christ, the map is big. I think it's around about 30k from one side to the other. You fly that map, boy, it takes a long time to fly across, and that's no word of a lie. There's some enemy bases that are just mind-boggling in size. You're like, you can't get over how big they are. And some of the insane stunts you can do are just incredible. Talk about stunts. One of the single best things ever in a game like this, look, I almost killed a helicopter for that, almost incredible, is the wingsuit. The wingsuit is incredible. It's difficult to master, but once you master it, it's just brilliant. You can fly around everywhere. You can glide up mountains, glide down mountains, glide through valleys. It just looks incredible. Wingsuiting is just fantastic. The upgrade options are really good. They encourage you to do stuff, but you can choose what you upgrade. So if you're, say, like driving everywhere, why would you when you got a wingsuit? You can just concentrate on upgrading your car statistics. If you like flying, you can upgrade on just going on them, guns, whatever. So you can choose what you upgrade, and you can choose to take upgrades on and off. So you might unlock an upgrade and just go, actually, I wasn't too keen on that upgrade. You can take it back off again. Another great, amazing feature. You can see when I'm looking around here how big the map is. It's just ridiculous. The story is nonsensical. The story doesn't matter at all. Basically, you're just helping the rebels to overtake this island. Basically, islands, and overthrow the evil dictator. Doesn't make much more sense than that. You don't need to know much more than that because there's nothing else to do. And the rest of the game is just left up to whatever you want to do. And that's about it. That is it. The reason it's just going now is because there's DLC coming out, and the DLC looks quite fun, but I've moved on to other stuff now. And that was the thing. It was fun while it lasted. Immense fun, great fun, wonderful fun. For me, here's the wingsuit here. It's just great. I just look at that and just think, well, I just remember. It's such a good game. Get it. Just get it. Even if you have 2 or 3 months fun out of it, you will have the most 2 or 3 months fun out of it you've ever had. Parachute also works pretty well as well. So yeah, it's be a bit sad to see this one go, but it's going to fund other games, and that's how I fund my gaming. Not addiction, but it's how I fund my games, especially on the PlayStation. Sell one, buy one. Anyway, so yeah, it's gone. And that's another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.